Hello, everybody. I'm here again. This is Sir Ariel. So, for today's session, we're going to study about the basic computer concepts. So, let's take a look at what is computer all about. Okay, let's move on. So, what are the things that I'm going to discuss for this session? So, first, I'm going to tackle about hardware. Second, the software, and what are the different functions. Now, to begin with, what is a computer? So I know most of you already have an idea on what is a computer, but before that, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you will be updated to all my videos. Again, this is Ariel. Alright, so let's get into it. So when you say computer, it refers to an electronic device that is normally used for processing and storing um, of any files or data. So that is the main function of a computer. And if we're going to look back at the traditional computer, we'll be able to find out the evolution of the modern computer that we are using right now, specifically with the different parts of that, the monitor, the different components, electronic components. So we'll be able to see how it changed from the traditional way of using the computer and now that in the modern days. Now, what is the first ever computer created? The name of the computer is the Babbage Difference Engine. By the way, the father of computer is no other than Charles Babbage. So this machine was originally developed by Charles during 1822. Now, if you're going to take a look at the computer that we have right now, you'll be able to see the difference. So we have a flat screen monitor, we have keyboard, and as you can see, some of the parts or the electronic components already compressed. If we're going to take a look at the system unit, the one inside the box, that's the motherboard and other parts of the computer. Now, these are the main parts of the computer. So the first one is hardware. So we have the different examples shown in the picture. We have the RAM, which is the random access memory. We have the keyboard, the processor, the scanner, the printer, the monitor, the motherboard, the drive, the fan, and so on and so forth. So those are the different example of hardware. Now, hardware is known as the physical parts of the computer, the one that is tangible, meaning the parts that you can actually touch. So that is the hardware. On the other hand, the software, these are the programs or application that runs on a computer. So we have the different kinds of applications that we're going to discuss later on. So, but as of now, we know the different software that we are using in a computer, specifically the productivity application like Microsoft Office. We have Gmail, Google Services, the social media, and many more. So those are what we call the software, different applications or programs that runs on our machine. Now, let's talk about the computer system operation. So initially, you're going to input the information through the use of keyboard or mouse. Right after that, it will be processed by the processor or the central processing unit, and you can either save that to the storage device that you have on your computer or using the flash drive, the external storage. Right after that, you can just see it for the output on your screen or monitor, or you can even print it out to see the results. So that is the main process or operation of using the computer. Now, let's focus first on the hardware. The first ever hardware that is very important is what we call the RAM or the random access memory. So it has the capability to store memory on your computer in a short-term basis. For example, if you're going to use the computer and it's on, right after you turn it off, then the information that you save will automatically delete it when you open it again. So that is the function of random access memory, or the RAM. Now, the bigger the RAM, the higher the performance of your computer. On the other hand, we call the ROM, or read-only memory. So this has the capability to store the information or data in a longer period of time. Now, it is very important that you have a bigger size of ROM so that you can store a lot of data on your machine. And ROM is very important because it can last in a longer period of time, even though you turn off the computer. Once you open it, the file or data is still there, and it will not be removed unless you deleted it or the computer is already corrupted. It's the computer storage. So it has two types: the HDD, which is the hardest drive, the traditional one, and the newest version is the SSD, or solid state drive. So the difference between the two is the durability and basically the size itself. As you can see, the HDD is more bigger than the SSD, so it's compressed and made of chips, unlike the HDD made of a disk. And in terms of the use, so basically the SSD is more convenient to use and it actually lasts for a longer period of time, unlike the HDD, the traditional storage device. The different capacity we have from 2 gigabytes up to 512 gigabytes. So those are the different options, as well as the photo or megapixels that you will have on a specific capacity. For the motherboard, this is basically the printed circuit board that you will be able to see all the different electronic components or parts of the computer, specifically the CPU or the processor, the graphics card, sound card, and many more. There's also the RAM, the ports for your keyboard, for your mouse, for the speaker, and even for the VGA cable that you connected to, or that you connect to a different device, and also the HDMI cable. So you also have that on your motherboard connected to it. Even the fan. Now the processor, these are the very important part of the computer. So today we have Intel and AMD as the most in-demand brand for the processor. So the higher the processor, the higher the performance and the speed. Now this one, the box itself, we call it the system unit, and these are the different parts that you can actually see inside the system unit. You have the power supply, the fan, video card, modem card, sound card, the hard drive, the CD or DVD drive, the motherboard, the ribbon, extra case, etc. So those are the different parts that you can actually see on your system unit. Other hardware that is also important are mouse, keyboard, monitor, printer, webcam, and flash drive. Now for the mouse, you use that for the pointer or the cursor for your computer. Keyboard, because it's important because you are going to use it to type the data or information that you would like to input. Monitor, this is the output device that you can actually see the results. And the printer, this is also important if you would like to print out the information or the document that you have finished created on your device. Webcam, so use drive, use this for the external storage. Alright, that is it for the hardware and the computer concept. So next video, we're going to study about the software. Thank you so much for listening. This is Ariel. You have a good day.